Hi everybody, it's me, your man, Uncle D. Welcome to the Ultimate Soccer Footwork System training program. And within this video, I will be talking with you guys about the triangle of skills. You might not have heard about this or might not have seen this explained in many form in the soccer industry. However, what I will be doing today is share with you guys something kind of different. I mean, something to help you to see the game totally different. Now, many of you guys will not really want to watch this video, but for those of you who knows that, yes, I deliver real cool content. And yeah, my magic wand, I've brought my magic wand to help you to take this journey to the other side. Now, the triangle of skill, it's really profound. It's really something new that I've been working upon for the past couple years within one of my soccer manual. And I'm not trying to sell you anything, guys. Now, this has belonged to my daughter, and it's her little magic wand. So today I'm going to cast a spell, and at the end of this video, I am going to allow you to see soccer and fix some of the problems that you have been trapped within by those guys in the soccer industry and coaching industry who have literally kept you in this box and having you going around in circles and circles and circles. However, now in this video, I will do everything to outline and fix this problem, and I would like you to have a seat and sit back. You know, if you're driving, relax. Make sure you're not taking your eyes off the road. I know I get this, type of impression at times. Now, are you ready? Let's get started. Now, in the triangle of skill, let me put down my daughter magic wand since I've already cast the magic spell upon the board and upon you. Let's get the pointer. Now, the triangle of skill is something very important. As soccer players, you tend to not pay attention to these things, so it causes you as a soccer player to be going around in endless circle. You know, you think you're getting better, and then as you continue your journey, you are just moving up, down, up, down, up, down. Not constant progression in your growth as a soccer player as you try to develop your skills. Now, as we have here on the board, we have a magic triangle with some fancy pens drawing, guys. So here we have the letter C and H and M. Now I want you to try to guess what the letter C is. Okay, H could be anything, right? M, anything. Now, but for us in this lecture and in the triangle of skill, C is confidence, right? And H is your haters, and M, motivation. But don't just judge me yet until you see all these other stuff that I will share with you that will help you to see the game totally different and open your mind. Now, confidence, it's very important. It's at the apex of this not really an isosceles triangle, or could pass for equilateral, but let's just call it a triangle for our sake because we are talking about the triangle of skill. Now, confidence is very important for soccer players. Now, many of you tend not to focus upon confidence, and many of the top players are very confident. But before we even define confidence in its entirety, I want to make sure that you understand that confidence, it's very important. It's how you feel and the things that you believe in, right? But let's move one of these magic sticky away real quick. Now, belief. How you believe within yourself, or your self-belief, so to speak, in soccer has a lot to do with how you play and how you grow and how you will view the game in the next couple years from now. Now, if your self-belief is that I'm not such a great player and I'm really trying my utmost best to take my game to the next level, but I just don't know. what happens is your self-belief is so low that you tend to play in that area, that environment of mental framework that you have created. And your self-belief, it's affected and it's low. And as a result of this, you tend not to try to go further. But as we continue within this lecture, I will build this thing within your mind so you get the better understanding of what beliefs and the type of beliefs that I'm driving at. Now, your self-image. Your self-image has a lot to do with how your confidence is shaped. For example, the area, your friends who you're associating yourself with, via their mediocre players or their average players, or you are trying to find better players so you can learn a few things from them. Now, your self-image, this image, the way in which you view yourself as a soccer player. Sometimes you will view yourself as, I'm an okay player, so you play okay type of ball game. I think one of these days I will be a top player. So your vision is more intact, and now you have a better belief system, and your self-image now, you start to get the necessary stuff that you need. And as we continue, I will build further upon this self-image, right? Now, this self-image is very important. I want you, yes, you, I want you to protect your beliefs and your self-image, because you will meet some friends who will literally try to destroy this image. Now, we said H is haters, right? Let's just throw real quick, guys. And you know who are haters. These are your friends, some who just hang out with you at the park, and some who just talk some negative stuff, right? And these haters, guys, these haters are just there. Whether you like it or not, they know everything about you. They know what your aspirations are within your soccer journey and what it is that you're trying to do. They will sit there on the team within your games, and they will literally talk with you. Try to get all the things to know who you are, so that when it's time to screw you over, they will have something to say. And you know who I'm talking about. You know, right? Close your eyes right now and you will picture this particular person within any games that you have played, or on any teams that you have tried out for, or areas of the games that you have really tried to improve, and they are, no, you're not such a great player. You don't have what it takes to, you know what I mean, right? Now, there's a little snake somewhere in your soccer league, or in your soccer division, in your soccer community, and they are there listening, and behind your back they tell the coach or the other guys, oh, she said, he said, and they're just there slowly listening to what you say, or trying to get you to say something so that they take it back. And in so doing, these haters, affect your self-image, trying to destroy your image and the self-image that you are trying to build as a soccer player. So I say again, it's very important for you to protect this image. Now wait, we're gonna get further and further into this really cool lecture. Now, trust me, family members, your family member can be a hater. Son, I really don't think that you have what it takes to be a top soccer player. However, but you need to work harder. But why don't you ask your dad? He could help you coach you. Mom just don't want to tell you that she just don't think you have the knack for the soccer type thing, professional, but she just doesn't want to say it to hurt your feelings. So it could be a dad or an uncle. Close your eyes and flow with me. I'm trying to get you to understand what's going on. And they say, you see, why don't you put your time into other things other than, football? It's kind of consuming, and we don't have the necessary funds to buy you a soccer cleats, or so just what happened to class? What happened to med school? Or what happened to these things? Why don't you focus on this other area of study, son? Leave soccer alone, And these can be hating, a grandpa, no, you can't do it type. Just leave it alone. You're going to break your leg, and what's going to happen? What we're going to do? Type thing, right? So yes, you have family members literally can be haters, and they slow you down from achieving the goal that you try to achieve and destroy your self-image. Now, and if you don't believe me, just close your eyes and check back in the past and see if you have not gotten some of these statements or some of these assertions and negatives from some of these family members. Now, ex-girlfriend. Woo. Many of us have ex-girlfriends who will show up at our game just to make us feel bad and to mess with our minds, which is our confidence flow, and destroy our self-image and destroy our beliefs. And our ex-girlfriends just show up at these games just to mess with our psychic and with our focusing with these type things. And as you become a professional player, and as you go up there in this what I'm driving at, you will see the ex-girlfriend has a strong emotional attachment to your ball game. And what she will do is, or he, your boyfriend if you are a female, and your girlfriend if you are a male, right? But what will happen is that they will create this unnecessary tension with your mind. So when you go upon that soccer field, your beliefs are kind of distorted, not so solid, and you just mess things up, right? Now, but before we even jump further into this, let's just understand what's going on. Now I am struggling, my self-image, and my families and the haters are there, critics are there, trying to stop me from following this triangle of skill, this magic thing. And now I'm just like, oh man, I believe I have what it takes to make the cut for the team, but I got some folks that are talking trash, haters, family members, ex-girlfriend, and I don't know what to do now, and I need to get better. So we just need some motivation, right? Just a little push. So what happens is you are helpless now, you're feeling deflated, and now you go out there on the internet and you are trying to find help, right? And what happens is you seek out mentors, coach, and friends, right? Now, these people can help you to become motivated externally and internally. Now, a good mentor, someone who believes in you, and they try to, don't be so down on yourself. You just need to work on these areas of your ball game and these areas of your preparation for tryouts and soccer. You're spending too much here, and they guide you along the way. And now you are so, coach, please. You go to your coach, your school coach, someone who you can confide in, and you say, Coach, please, Coach, I'm going through a tough time right now. No one believes in me, and I'm genuinely trying to improve my ball game, but I'm trying everything. And you have been practicing hours in the park and doing all these stuff, but you're still getting the haters talking trash, and you just need a push, some motivation, something to get you back up, right? And what happens is, the coaches give you some tips, and this good coach guy, this motivational coach, and he's inspiring. And trust me, we need one over here too. We could have your coach over here could be a hater. He could be a negative coach, right? Who just doesn't like you to get better. He tried to tell you the stuff to stop you from growing as a soccer player. But hold on. But now you have the problems and you're seeking out mentor, but sometimes it's just always in soccer. You have a friend This guy, he's just with you, your little sidekick. He's just always there, trying to help you out. He doesn't know how to play the game as terrific or as well as you are and you can. And he's just there trying to understand, oh, I don't understand this, to himself. You are playing so well and you are worried and frustrated about what she is saying or he is saying within the hater group. And you are just losing focus. And he, a good friend, will carry your soccer shoes, will bring water for you. He's there with you in many tryouts, in many games, a good friend. He also can become a snake, right? But just a good friend that you can talk with. Every soccer player goes through this. And just to let you understand what's going on, this friend motivates you to get you to help build up this confidence, right? Now, we're still in the motivation. Sometimes you go out there and you need help, so you find a family member. Now, this time, a good family member, be it a grandma. You say, Grandma, listen, I just don't know. And she sees you frustrated because of the loss. I can't believe I lost that game. Oh no, I lost that game. I could have scored the goal. Grandma comes and says, Sonny, take it easy. It's okay. Don't worry. You have other games to play. It's just one. And she tells you motivational stories of all the other greats who failed and came back and redeemed themselves. She says, son, you know anything about David Beckham? He messed up. He got a red card. And he came back in the World Cup. And he played one of the most beautiful games ever. Don't give in, son. There are other games left to play. And she helps you to kind of see what's going on in your mind. And then you say, okay, thank Grandma. It could be a dad. You go home and dad says, son, what's up? Why are you so down? No, don't give in. Don't be so negative on you. Don't be so hard on yourself. And he motivates you. Go back again. Let's go train. Dad, go out there. Try to find help. Try to find someone to coach you so that you become better and become this player that you want to be, so that we can help to finish and complete this amazing triangle of skill. Now, the family member, be the mom, a dad, a sister, you know who I'm talking. They're there to help you. They're just there. Come on, I know how you're feeling. Uncle, aunt, and they get you up, back and ready to go. All right. So now I have a few family members, and you go out there trying to think more of what else can you find? And you go to YouTube, a place that's filled with great experts, and you say, all right, I need to learn a few soccer tricks. I need to learn, and there's this guy in this video. He's so motivational and inspiring. He got you to think, wow, I can do this. It's possible. And yes, I can. Yes, I can type. Wow. So you go out there and you try, and there are some out there on YouTube who just make things clear. And you're like, wow, I need this guy. And you send emails, and this guy motivates you, help you to see the games different, and you're start to get better, confidence and your motivation start to increase, right? And you might come across a video of mine. I normally go by Uncle D, and you say, wow, Uncle D explained this thing, and he's hitting this thing on the head. He's sharing with me things that I just thought weren't possible, and he's just making things clearer. But as we continue this triangle, guys, this triangle is very important to me, and it's from a book that I'm presently working on. Now, you go out there also to get systems and products to help you to become better, because you have the haters talking a lot of trash and you just can't take it. You want to shut the competition up, and you want to prove that you are not the image that they say you are. That image that's the haters and critics says you are. You can't play, you are weak, you are just at the game. and you say, a little inner voice within say, no, I'm not. I can be a better player, all right? And I am saying, yes, you can. Hold up. But as we finish this triangle, I will explain things to you so you get the tools to go out there and be this player. Now, you go out there, you get products, DVDs and CDs, some which were prepared by people who genuinely love the game and they want to see great soccer being played. And you have these products. Some products, they didn't mean anything. You ever bought those products? You look, what's this? And you throw them away and you're like, it didn't help much. But if you go back and visit those products and look within them, you will see things that you weren't paying attention to because your mind was so clouded with the hate and the dislikes and all these things. So you wanted to do something. And without even interjecting a real cool product that I had, the TUSFS, the Ultimate Soccer Footwork System. It's a huge course, over 80 lessons, guys. But this is not about me. It's just about getting you to see that your motivation can improve tremendously if you have a great team beside you, mentors, coach, friends, and family members, and YouTube friends that you have and you share, and even a terrific product that makes you feel so motivated. Now, just imagine you got a system that taught you something that none of the others have ever taught you, and you went out there with the impression on your mind to try to prove these guys wrong, right? Now, and you did, because this thing was an extra cutting edge thing, which is just like the TUSFS, and it's been used in Europe right now by some MLS team in America, and it's used in Europe by some other teams who have consulted with me for this real cool thing. Now, guys, it's important for you to understand this section of your motivation. Now, you have few products, and now there's something going on out there, and the industry is lying, and it's creating this illusion, right? An illusion that says, listen, you need the magic shoe, the shoe with the red, gold, green, and all these pretty colors, those $300, $400 shoes that will make you fly into the sky and you will score some impossible goals. Guys, don't get it wrong, and please make sure you are understanding what I'm driving at. Yes, some of these shoe technologies will help you to kick the ball better, but it's just this magic shoe, and I understand it will motivate you. So I have the magic shoe type mindset, right? Now I believe in myself. So the industry is now saying, which they don't want me to say to you, but I will, I'm your cool uncle, right? The industry is saying with the magic shoe, your self-belief and your self-image will become superior, right? Which is, it's far from that, right? But there are more things that you need, and I will explain them real cool. Now, let's start from here. All your haters started to pressure you and create all these problems, the snakes and your ex-girlfriend and you know who. And you needed help. So you went over to the other side. You needed motivation. Sometimes if you have used it positively, this hate and this criticisms and these, snake-isms type stuff that talk behind your back, you said, she said, and if you allow this to motivate you negatively, what will happen is you will quit soccer and you will give up and you will not train and you just call it a day, right? Now, if you use it positively, in which I am trying to share with you in the triangle of skills, what will happen is your motivation, you should use it to motivate you to seek out mentors, coaches, cool friends, and family members who can help you or guide you, who know someone to help you to get your motivation up, a product or something. Even the magic shoe can help, but it doesn't equate to the total player. It's just a piece of your motivation, right? To help motivate you, which in turn helps you to improve and to build up a superior belief system and a stronger self-image, and the confidence will improve. Your confidence will improve tremendously because you have now used this negative from the haters to motivate you positively. Now, guys, we are still jumping. However, even if your self-image has become destructive in the way where your mind is totally shattered because the haters got the best of you, well, you need to start a reconstructing your soccer image, meaning the belief systems that you have. You need to change and get proper belief systems and different ways for thinking. Now, guys, we say we will have CHM, and we said C was confidence, H was haters, M was motivation. No, it's very important for you to understand that as we go into the center of, or the central point of this magic triangle, practice, 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 right? We all hear this from everyone who are outside of this triangle. They will tell us to practice. And within our practice, they will say, okay, practice. You need to practice better dribbling skills or techniques. So you go out there, watch videos on YouTube, buy products on practicing dribblings and so forth. Now, shooting, you need to practice shooting. And a few persons will tell you about this one. Improving your mental side, right, of the game first. But as we continue out this little triangle, it's just a tip of the iceberg, guys. Now, mental, you're there like, mental, what do you mean? Oh, just get some blackboard and draw the soccer field and this is it. No. There's more to this that they don't teach here in soccer, but only to a select few players that understand what I'm driving at. And this idea makes them better players in the soccer industry. Now, fitness. We all know about fitness. Coaches will say, practice, practice, run, get out there in the field, sweat. And you're there, I'm tired. And you have done and you have accomplished everything, and now you're fit, you're fast, and you can run. But the game is showing something else. Your game, whenever you play, is showing a different type of system. Now, dribbling, right? Let's jump to dribbling real quick. Now, in dribbling, guys, we tend to spend 50 to 60% of our time when we practice dribbling, right? And when I say 60, I mean we're out there doing step overs, and we're there dribbling through cones, and we're doing these real cool stuff. Shooting, sometimes strikers will spend 40 to 80% of their training sessions performing shooting, themselves on a goal, free kicks and distance shots, set plays, and so forth. But as we continue, we notice that something is happening. Oh, look, these stickers are these stickers are getting out right now. As we continue, we notice when we reach the mental area, we tend to spend 10 to 30% of this area. And I know you're guilty of it. Don't say you're not. I know. And this is one of the major reasons why your game is not improving, even though all these other areas are, for example, in your training, fitness, dribbling, and shooting. What happens is you're getting there, but your mental is like about this small. So whenever it comes to tricking your opponent and understanding some of the fundamentals that I disclose in a cool product, and it's the TUSFS.com, guys. However, we spend 80 to 90% on fitness. And of course, it's a running game. But what happens if you improve upon your mental also? And then balance out this equation. Now, practice, practice, practice. But perfect practice makes perfect, right? So what will happen is if you practice perfect concepts of drill, real things that I disclose in some of my training programs and so forth, it helps players to see the game different and helps them to develop. So now you have seen some of the triangle of skill. Now, watch this carefully. You have developed, you have practiced your art, right? And you have reached this level. And now you are playing above the novice. And this is what I'm explaining to you. When you first started out, you were there, with the question sign over your head. I don't know much what to do, until you start to meeting a few friends. Then the haters, the friends told you, hey, you kick the ball this way. The haters were there. You know who I'm talking. You could close your eyes right now and picture a few haters and snakes just easily. Now, you have reached this level, and all of a sudden, you need to jump from the novice to average, and now you're in the average sphere. You have mastered some of these things that I've just ironed out with you, what you need to help you to play better and to improve your motivation also. But guess what happens? There's this big monster that stands in your way. And the monster is called fear. Don't worry. Fear exists. It's just there, and it's human. It's human nature to be fearful of something, right? Now, once you understand what this fear is, should I go to tryout or should I not? I don't think I can make it, but I'm afraid that they turn me down, so I don't go to the tryout. I don't think I have what it takes, but oh man, I'm afraid, type thing. And it's okay. So what I want you to do when this fear monster comes, just the same what you did when these haters came. You learned how to develop your mind so that you can get the right help and motivation, so you build a positive self-image. As you continue your journey in soccer or football, for those of you in Europe, you will forever be afraid of something, someone, or some systems. Now, I know what's going on in the soccer industry. I understand how you are trying to reach where you want to go. And there are some systems and enemies out there that I wish if I could tell you directly in a video, that have designed systems to forever keep you in this circle, so you never understand this triangle of skill, and you never learn what you need to learn to overcome this fear and move to the next level. It is important for you to understand this. Fear, it's dangerous, and no matter what you do, it's still going to be there. But if you're afraid, it's okay. Find some courageous friends who knows the monster that we're dealing with. Train harder can help, but you still need mentors and friends and cool systems to keep you going forward. So instead of going like this and down, you're going upward, right? Now, if you're afraid of something, you need to understand courage. Courage. Be courageous. But we're wrapping up. It's getting really interesting. So now, the reason why you need courage, and courage will come by means of all those things that you have been through in your soccer journey. The ups, the downs, the you never had type things. And what will happen is your courage will become stronger. But if you lose focus upon your soccer dreams and the things that you have dreamt about becoming in the past, what will happen is you will lose focus easily, and you will let the enemy keep you in this perpetual cycle of wanting new soccer cleats, of wanting all these products that has never contributed towards your soccer growth. But I want you to be the best player you ought to be. Dream big. I know you might look at this as, oh, when you were younger and you started to learn the game, you had this passion for becoming this player. And now you're seeing yourself getting closer to becoming this player. But the systems at school, the systems at college, and these coaching programs are somehow making this picture seems smaller. And as you keep allowing these systems to diminish this big dream, your confidence, your self-image, your belief system will go down and the haters will win. The haters know you more than you know yourself. They know what you think, how you play, and they understand everything about you. What to say to get you snapping and how to get your emotions worked up. But if you understand what to do in the previous triangle, whenever the haters get bigger, you go seek help on the motivation side. So the motivation side of the triangle of skill push you up to confidence building and belief building and self-image building, right? Where you become stronger by thinking or finding mentors to guide you along the way. I don't care where you're coming from. I don't want to hear that excuse that my family are poor and we can't afford a soccer cleats and I can't afford top trainings to go to the academy, Barcelona Academy, and all these other stuff. I don't want you to say those things. I want you to focus upon what we're saying. I don't care where you think you are from. The poverty, the ghetto, the favela, the ghetto of the Bronx in America. I don't care where you think you're from. I care about you dreaming big and where you plan, when your plans are and where you are planning to go. That is important. I had big dreams too. And I dreamt big even though I was from the poor neighborhood. I don't care if your family is broken and your dad is an alcoholic and your mom is doing drugs and she's in rehab. I don't care if your mom is a helper and you're from the poorest family in the community. I don't care, and I don't want to hear it. I want to hear you say, I still can dream big. I don't want you to say I'm a Mexican and I'm white, but my nose is big and I have freckles in my face. I don't want to hear all those stuff. The haters will use these stuff to destroy your self-image and then make you think negative of your true potential. So I want you to dream big. Dream big. Close your eyes and picture the dreams and then have the courage to work towards these dreams, guys. The next thing that I'm driving at is I'm really in this industry, not trying to get you guys all, seeing other things, like products and stuff like that. I'm genuinely trying to help you. That's why this video is this way. Know who you are. By knowing who you are and accepting who you are and accepting who you are and where you're from. I am from Jamaica. I live in America. You accept who you are, your facial features, your skin textures, and believe in just the one thing that you can do and the one potential that you have. Believe in, yes, I can run fast on the team, so like Forrest Gump. So if they give me the ball, I'm going to run and dribble and carry it to this section of the field. so that the forward or the midfielder can take the shot. I am terrific at taking a shot, so I know what my skill sets are. I know what I'm strong at and what I'm weak at, and I'm going to work on my weak areas so that I can balance out strengths and weaknesses. However, if I'm strong at kicking, I'm going to work on kicking till I perfect it. Then I work on the weak areas too. We're understanding the triangle of skills, guys. We're still there. Knowing who you are is important because your haters know who you are. They know everything about you. They know that you just got a new soccer cleats and you are showing off with it. They know if you tell them you have this magic powers of this magical soccer shoe, they're gonna, oh, you spent $300 for the soccer shoe and you can't even play well. And they deflate you, and they deflate your ego and your image, and you just get frustrated. I understand, but you don't have to. By knowing who you are and accepting yourself for what you can do is the first step towards becoming an expert or a pro. Share all the negatives that the critics did to you. Share what you had to do to become motivated. Share, grow, and don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. They are just negatives trying to suck the energy, the molecular structure that the divine God placed within you. Remember, Jesus, while he was on earth, he had an 8er, a 9er, a 10er. These guys just hate. The devil hated Jesus. Even the Pharisees hated him. You have haters. I have a lot of haters. They just hate me because I'm cute. They hate me because of my skin texture. They hate me. But they don't know me. They don't know my heart. They don't know my aspirations and my dreams. They don't know that I still dream big. And my dreams are totally to help you and share with you things that you can use to become better. Your dreams are quite simple. You'd love to help your team. You'd love to be a star player. But your dream keep getting distorted because sometimes you don't know who you are and you don't have enough courage. And I understand. We all understand these things. But what is happening? Why can't we complete the triangle of skill? And I'm hoping that I'm illustrating these things to you so that you can see the thing that we're driving at. And I want you to take me up. I want you to focus on these things so that you can develop to become the player you should become. Take ups. Take your opportunities. Many times there will be opportunities for tryouts in college. Many times there will be opportunities to try out for the pros. Or someone come to you and say, look, you're playing well. Would you want to come and play with us? But because you have problems at home or a problem with an ex or mom and dad are not able to bring you or carry you to this tryout, you don't go. And you never got discovered by a scout. You might have problems where you just don't have enough money to buy the soccer cleats and you had to wear a friend's soccer shoe and it was too tight. And because it was too tight, you weren't able to play the way you want because the blood weren't flowing to your brain properly. And you were like one of Cinderella's cousins trying to wear the glass shoe, forcing their feet into that shoe just to make the tryout. You might have to take the bus and the bus was late and you never made the tryout. But take these opportunities. Back in my high school days in Jamaica College, that's in Jamaica, guys, I used to play in, for those Jamaican guys who might watch this video, would call it Wembley. This was the area in Jamaica College where the pros would play with small objects and play soccer there. I one day was just walking by that field and I saw them playing and I thought, wow, it's cute. And I was there playing, not knowing that all these guys that were there were on the Manning Cup team and the Colts, and these were the big leagues guys. And I was like making them look stupid with the green ball, piling and nutmegging these guys, taking awkward shots, scissors on that ear. And they were like, wow. One day while I was in class, the coach, his dad, my friend, his dad's name is Virtue, Mr. Virtue. For those who want to check this out, verify. So he came to the class and said, we would like to speak with Dennis Lee. That's me. And I was like, wow, what's wrong, sir? We want you to come to tryouts. We want you to play in our midfield. And I was like, because I lived far. Once I leave school to go home, it's like 3-4 hours. After school, they would train. And I'm like, nah, we need a player like you for our forward or a midfielder. He came again to my class. He came to my home, talked to my mom, and she said it's up to him. And at that time, in my mind, my parents already told me, you're going to break your leg or someone is going to break your leg. That's a negative on the hater list, right? And I believed. But then I became more spiritual and I left the soccer rims. I stopped playing ball. Whenever we would play ball in the parks, guys would say, dude, are you a pro? Or you're this? And I would just smile. When I came to America, right, I accepted the call of duty after 9/11. Right? 9/11, things went chaotic, and now we're changing the video from you to me. I accept the call of duty for 9/11, and I never taken those other opportunities that present themselves to me while I was in Florida to play for these universities. My mind was, I had too much things to focus on. School, and I didn't saw soccer like this, but I had a lot of opportunities and I never take any. I never took any, actually. Do I blame myself? No. The call of duty came and I loved what I did on my journey. I accepted after 9/11, and my soccer world was like, I still played even while I was in the army, and they were like, wow, won trophies. But do you understand what I'm driving at? Take your opportunities. They will take you places, and you will become a great player. You are already a great player. You just don't know it yet. You just need someone to mold, someone to motivate you and push you in the right path. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm uttermost trying to do with these videos that you might see on YouTube and you might see me sharing. Guys, I have tricked many pros. I've made many defenders look stupid. I understand soccer. That's why I wrote a few books on the subject, because I understand what you're going through in this. I can't pull this one out. I understand what you're going through within your soccer life, right? I understand. I know the video is getting a little bit long. I want you to never give up. Never give up on your soccer dreams. No matter how hard the haters push, no matter how hard everything goes in your life as a soccer player, you are unable to obtain soccer shoe because you can't afford it. And the other guys are wearing this expensive cleats and just you can't. I want you to just stay focused and continue. Take, for example, Messi. Can you imagine while he was growing up a sick kid and he had not the great soccer cleats and all this magic stuff that many of us are trying to get without even earning it, right? And Messi struggled through these poverty area in Argentina, and what happens is he never gave up. He dreamt big one day of playing in Barcelona, and he fought. He knew who he was, right? He knew that he didn't have all the money. He was a poor kid. Just like within one of my books, Meet the Number 10 Next Door, it talks about Messi long before Messi even came on the scene. The four families of soccer, right? The poor who struggle, who doesn't have everything, but manages to become the great player. I wrote that book back in 2007, I think. And it was started in 2005. Messi came on the scene. But what I'm driving at is never give up. Have the courage to defeat the fear that you are facing. Dream big, know who you are, and take your opportunities whenever they come. No matter how poor you are, no matter if you don't have the necessary stuff, go out there, train and practice. And with that said, guys, I hope and trust I have somehow inspired you with the triangle of skill. Fear will exist, but it's just for a time. As you grow older, you become stronger and wiser, and you will know how to deal with this fear by means of courage, dreaming big, and knowing who you are, and playing your style, right? By knowing who you are, playing your style, and take your opportunities whenever they come, what will happen is you will understand the triangle of skill. With this said, it's me, your man, Uncle D, normally known as Dennis Lee, author, private coach, soccer number 10 consultant, creator of the Ultimate Soccer Footwork System, a real cool system that teaches you a lot of systems that move you from one way of thought to another way of thinking so that you can play well. With that said, if you think this was very to the point and you can relate with it, please leave a comment below. And if you are viewing this, probably let's say on YouTube or one of these websites, share it with your friend. Now, I would like to give you the charge to go and teach the triangle of skill to your friends and share this real cool insights that your Uncle D just shared with you. And with that said, welcome to the family. Take care and bye for now. And play all the games you can, enjoy, and become the player you ought to be. And don't let the haters get the best of you. You will always only have one hater versus 10 happy persons who love how you play. So with that said, never give up. Bye.